Let's go! It's Harrison Butker, a divine human being.
I'm making kicks because God wants me to have a platform, at least for right now, to share this message of faith, of growing in virtue.
I've never studied a game-winning field goal more than I have watched this one. I've spent 10 hours researching this today, and you're going to be blown away. And we're going to talk about how we even got to this point. The first miraculous thing about this kick is I want you to see Butker didn't actually make one field goal here. He actually made two. Watch the deep snapper here. It went through his goalpost. Okay, it took the deep snapper, if he would have run dead center, let's just say that this ball would have went dead center, okay, it wouldn't have gone through his field goal post. This is absolutely insane. I've never seen this before, and it got through two posts. Second most miraculous thing on this field goal is that it should have never even gotten to this point, okay? This is a bogus, and I mean bogus pass interference penalty. Now, I do blame the Bengals for only bringing a three-man rush. I hate doing this in these kind of scramble situations because Mahomes is just always going to be able to buy time. He's just that slippery. And now you're getting Mahomes on the run. He actually does find an open Rashee Rice down the field. Now, before I show you this throw, Chiefs fans, don't worry. I am doing my full game breakdown like I will for every game. I really appreciate all the love I got on last week's. And look, Chief Kingdom, I'm going to serve you, okay? Because Chief Kingdom is also God's kingdom, apparently. Look at this, all right? It looks like pass interference because Rashee Rice, once again, got intervention. He should be suspended, but he's not. And look, the defender goes straight vertical, right? I would have more sympathy for the pass interference call if the defender had actually just barreled through Rice. But you see, he's having to back up on an overthrown ball. The defender has as much right to the space as the receiver does. And you'll see they both stop and they both go vertical. So how else is the DB going to catch this football as Rice is leaning into him more than the defender leaned into him, if that makes sense? The third miraculous thing about this kick.
Yeah, I try to check the wind probably every quarter change. I thought the wind was kind of in the face left to right in that direction.
I've never seen this before, okay? Butker, who is very particular with how the wind blows, you could just see by the direction of this ball, it is pushed to the left.
I expect to have, a lot of kicks every single game. I expect the game to be close and for it to end with a game-winning kick.
Now, if God had not intervened and really started blowing the wind from left to right, and Butker being someone that judges the wind that well, this kick would have probably been blocked. This actually is a really genius field goal block design from the Chiefs, okay? So they are scouting number 76 right here. So why are they going after 76? This is Kingsley. I can't say his last name, the rookie from BYU. Okay, so the way this stuff normally works is you do have an outside guy kind of fanned off right here to where this edge guy really can't get around to block the kick. So the best place to actually block a kick is through the middle, okay? Now, once again, the way that field goal blocks are normally blocked is every single person actually steps down, right? So you're stepping to the left. This side of the line is stepping down to the right. So this is what the Bengals decide to do, all right? 24 goes through here, 45 goes through here, but 58 decides to swim 74, okay? This is a move most notably done by defensive linemen, all right? Offensive linemen are used to playing a swim, all right? So 74 is stepping down to pinch in on this B gap, but 45 does a really good job of holding up Kingsley to where he can't step down to protect this gap. So watch, 58 swims him, 45 stays tight to 58, and his job is to just engage 76. You can't see his number right now, but Kingsley, right? So Kingsley is occupied when what he should have done, which is step heavier here to where 58 can't get through there. So this is a major, major, major mistake. But it doesn't work because Butker had God's favor of blowing the wind from left to right. If it wasn't blowing from left to right, let's say it was blowing from right to left, well, he's probably kicking this more in this direction or dead center. And I want you to see how close this ball was to being blocked, okay? Maybe if 58 dives at a 45-degree angle, he gets it, and the ball might bounce the other way. You could return it and score. Let's just say you block it and it goes this way. 20's probably winning a foot race to this ball. Well, no, he's backing up. He's probably not. Huh? But, I mean, you'll see. It was close. It was close, all right? He was through there. But God intervened. All right, now we'll never know with the wind. Let's just say there was no wind or if it was right to left. Does this actually get blocked if the kick is gone or more central? Maybe it is. I don't know. Does it still get over 58? Because Butker does get really good height on his kick. Let's just say it was right to left. Does he block it if the ball is going more in this direction? Maybe so. I don't know. Something else that's very interesting about this, and I'd have to go back and look at every Butker kick. He actually falls down to a knee, all right? Does he do this on every single kick? It doesn't even look like he hit this ball as cleanly as he normally does. Does he? Someone correct me on this. Does he always fall to a knee? Okay. And you see right here, he feels he should have blocked it. Oh, man. You could see how angry he was. Oh. So this is where things get fascinating. Number 58 is Joseph Assai. Here he is as a pass-rushing DT in this alignment. One thing I do want to point out, Chiefs fans, do not come after me, okay? As you can see, this helmet is behind the center's hip pad, so the Chiefs have been breaking that rule for a very long time. I know it's going to trigger a lot of you. It is what it is at this point. So Hendrickson, who had a big game, gets chipped right here, and obviously Mahomes is off to the races, and Assai is dealing with a vicious double team here, okay? So Mahomes runs this to the right side, and a lot of you remember this play. It's one of the biggest penalties ever called in NFL history, and in the minds of many, it was justified. Now, notice where Assai is actually hitting him out of bounds. This was also in the same direction where the kick actually went. So this was the exact yard line right where Mahomes stopped out of bounds. That is just insane to think about. Now, wouldn't the best story, if there was a justified sports god out there, wouldn't it have been the absolute perfect redemption arc that Assai, who made an incredible athletic play to get to Mahomes after the double here, also made an amazing athletic play to swim move and almost block a field goal kick up the middle with the Chiefs special teams, which is incredible normally. Wouldn't that have been the perfect redemption arc? But we don't have a justified sports god, right? That's what makes sports great. There's not always the storybook ending. But I decided to dive a little bit deeper. I knew Assai was Nigerian. Nigerian names have deeper meanings, okay? Now, I don't want to get all conspiracy on you here, but I decided to look up what Assai meant, all right? There's plenty of different definitions out there. Strength, perseverance. I've also read luck. It means good luck, which obviously I don't think applies for Assai so far in his NFL career. But the craziest meaning, and this is via names.org, so I believe anybody could use or submit a name, but there were actually two different people that put in the fruit of the womb to a barren woman. Okay, so a barren woman is one who cannot have a child. Now, if there is a linguist or a Nigerian out there who can correct me on these definitions, feel free to correct me down below in the comments. Okay, I'm just putting it out there, though, that Harrison Butker, as we all know, is an expert on everything when it comes to child fertility, right? So I just found that ironic. Maybe this is a higher power telling us to have a deeper conversation on this very controversial issue. It has also led me to give you the correct stance on abortion, and it's... Okay, I'm kidding. I will never share that here, okay? What I will share is that the Bengals actually ran the same play versus the Chiefs on this AFC Championship kick. In fact, Butker talked about this kick unprovoked in the post-game press conference as well. They obviously weren't nearly as close as Assai was to blocking this kick, but as many of you know, this kick did go through. Now, what do we make of all of this? It might not mean anything at all, right? I do know Harrison Butker is one of the best field goal kickers ever, and he is getting up there with the Vinatieri's of the world for all-time clutch kicks. Obviously, this was a very simple one, but it was right smack dab down the middle. It is unreal. I'm starting to think he is Justin Tucker level. In fact, that ball got over the net, and that ball would never see the light of day. 41 should have done the field goal post thing. I do find it interesting that his jersey number is 41. Obviously, 41 has a deep connection to this video. 41 is also a big number in biblical lore. It was the 41st day for Noah's Ark after all the weather. And then, 41 is a David and Goliath. It's a representative number of that. 51. What's crazy about the Butker kick is it made the final score 26-25, which of course is 51, which was the distance of the kick. But I mean, you could do a gazillion things. 41 plus 51 plus 3, which is a field goal, makes it 95. Should we go back and read Martin Luther's 95 thesis and find something? I don't know.
He's the one who keeps me humble. He's the one who gave me my talents, and he will get the glory for it right back.
So, was there a divine being that led Harrison Butker to making the Bengals kick? As you see, this one has wind blowing from left to right. I don't know. I mean, there are so many athletes, as you just heard C.J. Stroud. Thank God for all of their success. So it's always one of those things where is God helping one team, but are they not helping the other team that's also probably full of religious Christians? I don't know. But I did find all the things in today's video to be very fascinating. Maybe you just think it's all a bunch of randomness. It very well could be. But I do want to be clear. In no way, shape, form, or fashion is this a political or social endorsement of Butker at all. Okay? I just presented everything that I learned about this kick. Okay? Now, floating in your face, when it's posted, the actual Bengals and Chiefs review from this crazy game, okay? It is Power Hour NFL. Boom! Maybe I should share all my thoughts on this and just totally divide all my viewers. Maybe I should do that. Tonight, we are doing steak.